Holy sh! So The Menu is a new dark comedy directed by Mark Mylod, and it features an ensemble cast that includes Ralph Fiennes, Anya Taylor-Joy, Nicholas Hoult, John Leguizamo, amongst a bunch of others. In the film, we primarily follow two characters portrayed by Anya Taylor-Joy and Nicholas Hoult as they are invited to dine at this very exclusive restaurant with food that is being served by a chef portrayed by Ralph Fiennes. And essentially, in order to get to this place, you essentially have to win the Powerball because you're very lucky to dine in essentially the same room as him. And not only are Anya Taylor-Joy and Nicholas Hoult dining in this place, but a bunch of others too. And what they don't realize is that as the food courses go along, not only do things get a bit more disturbing, but also things get slightly more fucked up as the night goes on. Alrighty guys, so let's get into The Menu.
Excellent!
I think it was in the summertime that I went to the movies, and I can't remember which movie it was that I saw, but I sat down and the trailer to this showed up, and the moment that it ended, I had to see this movie immediately. But what got me most excited to see this movie was knowing the director and the writers behind this film. Mark Mylod, if you haven't seen the show Succession, Mark Mylod has directed some of the best episodes of the entire show. And if I remember correctly, the writers of the film have been known to write some of the episodes. And by the way, guys, if you have not seen Succession, please check it out. It is one of the funniest dark comedies on TV right now. The marketing makes this movie seem like more of like a horror film, and I gotta tell you guys this right now. The Menu is not a horror film. I mean, there's horror-like elements in this movie, but they're very light. It definitely has much more of a suspense thriller vibe, but The Menu straight up is a black comedy, and it satirizes the food industry. The Menu is a brilliant piece of filmmaking. I mean, oh my God, this movie is just brilliant to say the least. The performances here are all strong. There is not a single weak link in this movie. I mean, everybody does such a great job. My main standouts in this movie are obviously Ralph Fiennes, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Nicholas Hoult, and John Leguizamo also does great work in this film. And also, one more person in this movie that I do have to give a lot of recognition to, and I can't remember her name, I'll put her name right here, but she's the host of this place, and I loved her deadpan delivery so much. John Leguizamo in this movie is just so damn good in this role, playing as this character that has this very hotshot personality, when in reality, he's really not that much of a hotshot. Nicholas Hoult does such a great job of playing this character that knows so much about food. He knows about the food ingredients and where about a certain food comes from, but if you ask him to cook a certain food, yeah, he is going to mess up your food and probably give you food poisoning. And just the arrogance that Nicholas Hoult brings into this role, I could not get enough of him. Nicholas Hoult was such a joy to watch. Anya Taylor-Joy in this movie is just nothing short of stellar. Anya Taylor-Joy does such a good job of playing the character that we can all relate to, and everybody else is just going like, this food is so smoky. It just represents this and this, represents this and all human beings. Loved Anya Taylor-Joy. There is a particular line delivery near the end of the film that I absolutely loved, and of course I'm not gonna give it away, but Anya Taylor-Joy is great. My main standout in this movie is Ralph Fiennes as the chef of this restaurant. Ralph Fiennes in this movie, he is just nothing short of phenomenal in this film. Ralph Fiennes does such a great job of giving this performance as the chef that has everyone behind his back, even if they're all scared shitless of him. It's devilishly exciting, and there are times where he got so many laughs out of my audience. One in particular, everybody was howling with laughter. Ralph Fiennes is that good, but if he was nominated for either Best Lead Actor or Supporting Actor, I would love to see, because he is that good in this movie. Something that I thought was absolutely brilliant when it comes to directing is how Mark Mylod is able to weave together these really messed up things that happen in this movie with some killer, and I mean killer black comedy. Like, there is a sequence in particular to which something is going down. Mark Mylod injects this humor into the sequence, and after you get a very shocking moment, you will at the next moment be doubled over in laughter. When it comes to making a black comedy, especially like this, you have to have just the right execution, and man, does Mark Mylod not only present such a great con to this movie, but man, he executes this movie like an exquisite fine dining meal. The Menu screenplay is such a razor sharp screenplay, especially when its satirical elements come into play. Something that I absolutely love about the screenplay is how it goes after everybody in the food industry. Whether you're a chef, a food critic, just a regular person that happens to absolutely obsess over food if you can't cook food, this movie goes after everybody and it holds back no punches. Like, there are some scenes in this movie, guys, in which it takes some hard punches, and the way the screenplay is able to weave around everything, I thought was just absolute genius. The way how things are set up and how everything is paid off in the end was just the chef's kiss. Pun totally intended right there. One of the things that I absolutely love about The Menu is how this movie is able to balance the black comedy with the more fucked up elements. When it came down to the black comedy and the more screwed up elements, neither element is there to compromise the other. They're just there to just complement each other, like another food analogy, even though I hate this food, but it makes sense. The black comedy and the more screwed up elements go together like peanut butter and jelly. That is the best way I can describe how these two go together, and they seamlessly go together for a delicious satirical bite of a film. Also, the score by Colin Stetson is just terrific. Colin Stetson's score is not only very unnerving, but there are some times where you'll definitely be unsettled, especially with shots with Ralph Fiennes, with the score just suddenly kicking in. You're just sitting there going like, oh god, what's he gonna give us next?
Well, that's just fucking great!
I guess the film could have been a bit funnier, but that's just a nitpick that doesn't drag my love for this film down at all.
And here we go.
So overall, The Menu is a brilliant piece of filmmaking. As many parts are shocking, there are as many equal parts that are fucking hilarious. And while the ensemble cast does such a great job, Anya Taylor-Joy and Ralph Fiennes absolutely crush it. I absolutely loved The Menu from start to finish, and by the time this film ended, I wanted to go on for seconds. The Menu is easily one of my favorite films of the year, and I am absolutely going to give The Menu a 5 out of 5. Go see this movie this weekend and just get ready for one devilishly exciting and twisted and delicious ride. So comment down below and let me know. Have you guys seen The Menu? What did you all think of it? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat, so if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links in the names are in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of The Menu. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, until my next review goes live, I will see you all next time.